Hello, Collective. It's your girl, Jamila Newman, aka Mila. If you know, you know. It's my screen's doing some weird stuff, so if my video is all choppy and weird, I apologize. And I might have to record it on a separate thing, but let's see where we're at. Okay? Hold on. Let me check something. Let me pause. All right, let's see how it goes. Yeah, it looks weird. Anyway, all right, let's see what we got going on for the energy. Someone's waiting. Twin flames. Ooh, I don't ever really do much of these. Twin flame signs. Someone's seeing signs. They're waiting to see the sign from their counterpart. Communication, let go of fear, new beginnings. So they're seeing the signs, but they're still waiting for some form of communication. They're trying to let go of fear for you to have this new beginning. Let's dive in and let's see what's going on. What's going on with this twin flame dynamic? Six of Wands to the Ten of Swords. So at this time, your twin flame is seeing you in this like leadership dynamic, that you're glowing and that you're doing so well. Then there's a Ten of Swords. So at some time or point, this twin flame dynamic, there was some sort of betrayal. With the Ten of Swords, it's like stabbing in the back. And instead of lying down and not doing anything, you were in this Ace of Cups energy. You're in this Ace of Cups energy because you are open to love. And not that you did not love your twin's flame or anything like that, but you understood if something doesn't work, it doesn't work. If the person doesn't want to be with you, then they don't want to be with you. Free will is a double-edged sword, okay? And I say it is a double-edged sword because people have the option to make their own choices. And what some people fail to see is you make your choice. Like, let's say I make my choice. I want to, love this man, and I love this man with all my heart. That man makes their choice and decides that they do not want that. Does that make my love invalidated? Does it make my love less? No, it does not. As the collective, they know that free will is just that. I have no right to try to force myself upon someone that has made a choice and a decision. And the energy I'm getting here is this twin flame feels that there must not have been an equal amount of care, which is very odd, but it makes sense in our society norms. Okay, people feel that if you kick and you scream and you cry and you beg, that's showing that you love someone. But what they fail to realize, that's how someone that is not healed shows that they love someone. Someone that is healed is okay with loving someone even though that person has moved on. You can love someone and not be with that person. That is a thing, because that is what unconditional love means. And most people have only been exposed to conditional love. Love that only comes under specific terms. You have to check all these boxes. So this twin flame energy right now is needing reassurance, needing some sort of sign. But the signs that they are seeing, they're not paying attention to, is what I'm seeing. The Ace of Cups talks about new love. Because of the decision that they made to move on elsewhere, the Most High has provided the collective with a new love option. And the Judgment card has come out because that is telling you that everything is being cleared. Everything is being cleared, and that person had that opportunity, and they're having to face the realization that just because there's a twin flame dynamic, that there is a soul connection, doesn't mean that's the only soul connection. Their choice is just that. They have the free will to make that choice. As they chose to move on to someone else is equally how you can choose to move on to someone else. You have the Knight of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. They have complicated feelings about this, how you were able to heal. They're conflicted. They're in some sort of competition when it comes to the success. So that's telling me there's still some, they're not able to see what's right in front of their face. Everybody has choice. You made a choice. The collective respected your choice. Okay? And I'm not sure what kind of communication they're expecting to receive, because you're in this Queen of Wands compassionate energy. You're grounded. You're full of joy. And they don't understand how you can be full of joy. And it's not saying that you're a cold-hearted person, but you're able to do more than one thing at one time. You're able to feel disappointment, sadness, and still move forward and be joyful. Why can you be joyful? Maybe that's the question that they're trying to ask. How can you be so joyful with such a loss? Because there's some things you can control, and that's your own feelings and what you do on a day-to-day basis, but you can't control someone else's feelings and how they feel about you. And that is what the collective understands. They can love you, but they also respect the fact that you've made a decision. They're not going to force you to do anything you don't want to do, because that is not an equal give and take type of relationship. So the collective can miss someone, love someone, and still move on to something that is able to give them the kind of love in which they're receiving, because they respect that you bowed out and said that you did not want to. The collective focuses on what the collective can control. Other people's feelings or opinions about the collective is not something that we can control. Knight of Cups to the Eight of Cups. So there is like some sort of passion, romantic thoughts that the collective just moved on from. You know, there is no need to dream, or, you know, there's no communication. So that tells me that the last time you spoke to the collective, I'm talking to collective and whomever this energy pertains to, the last time you spoke to the collective, you did not indicate that you wanted to move forward, and apparently there hasn't been any communication since. So the collective is moving forward. No talking to people, people move forward. People tend to move on. You moved on and they moved on. I'm not sure exactly what else. Yeah, you've moved on to a new beginning, or you will be moving on to a new beginning. Ten of Wands, yeah, see? Ten of Wands. Because there's no need to hold on to baggage. Freedom. Letting go. All right. Until next time, keep shining. Shine so bright, you piss everyone off. Bye for now.